All right, peace and greetings, YouTubers. Well, actually, this video is not about to be too peaceful. MTV, y'all tried it. And y'all tried it because somehow you all thought that Aretha Franklin tribute was somehow appropriate. You know what I mean? If you follow me, I already had said that I didn't have high expectations for MTV because, one, it's MTV. They haven't had a really consistent VMA since 2009, if we're being honest. So there wasn't a high expectation. And because Aretha Franklin had just passed on a Thursday and the award show was on a Monday, I knew that it was going to be impossible for them to roll out something super grand that would be polished and well put together. So I didn't have an expectation for them. I didn't think that they were going to come out with the 40-member choir and the 30-piece band and the 10, vocal acrobatic singers that were going to sing everybody under a table and everybody would roll on the floor crying and stuff like that. And then Aretha would ascend to heaven during the middle of the show. Like, I already knew that crap wasn't going to go down. So, to be honest, I already had a low expectation for the tribute. However, MTV, y'all went under my low expectation. How do y'all do that? I didn't even know that was possible. Like, I tried to give y'all some leeway and just not expect anything. And y'all still went above and beyond and said, well, we're going to shut him up. We're going to show him how we can really screw up something. So y'all thought it was okay to bring self-indulgent ass Madonna to come and do an Aretha Franklin tribute. Now, don't get me wrong. I had no problem with Madonna giving the speech. If you want to go from the aspect of, okay, Madonna was one of the faces of MTV. I would have preferred somebody else, but it is what it is. The beef that I had is Madonna went up there and gave this self-indulgent ass speech for 10, 15 minutes. Like, her speech was longer than J-Lo's acceptance speech for the award that she won. And Madonna sat up there and talked about herself the entire time and somehow made 2 or 3 lines that she spewed in that long speech about Aretha, when in reality, that speech was all about Madonna. And Madonna continues to do that. She did that crap when Michael Jackson died, and y'all thought it was cool for her to do his tribute. And rather than her saying some stuff about Michael and rest in peace and you were the greatest, it turned into Michael was blah, 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 just like I was. Michael da-da-da-da-da-da-da, just like me. Michael da-da-da-da-da, just like me. And I'm like, what are you trying to say? You trying to say that he's dead and you still here, so we supposed to crown you the king of pop or something? Now I'm confused. And so if you want to talk about the second most disrespectful tribute ever on TV, it was that Michael one. This one had to be the first because this one was just there was no tact. It was just tasteless. And so she come out there looking like Woodstock 69, and then she up there cussing, using the F word halfway through the speech. I'm like, yo, this is not in the essence of Aretha Franklin at all. And I have no issue with people using profanity, but for the sake of somebody's tribute, can you step outside of yourself for 5 minutes to let that person have their moment? Okay, Aretha Franklin was somebody who pretty much, like you said, was the pioneer for everything, and a lot of our favorite artists wouldn't be here without her. So give Aretha the due respect to just actually give her a fair tribute and then get on off the stage. Like, pretty much that was the most insulting tribute I've ever seen. Like, pretty much y'all could have just pushed the casket off the stage and called it a day. That's how terrible it was. Y'all, honestly, I thought she was about to sing because I was like, it can't get any worse. She might as well go ahead and sing if it's going to be like that. Goodness, MTV. That was terrible. Absolutely terrible. As a matter of fact, MTV, plus the VMAs weren't even good this year anyway. Y'all need to just cancel the VMAs for like 2-3 years. Go back to the drawing board because y'all keep dropping the ball. That mess just made my blood boil, man. And Madonna fans, y'all can get as mad as you want. I really don't care. This is not about how many records Madonna sold and stadiums she sold out. Who cares? We were talking about Aretha Franklin, but somehow y'all let this all be about Madonna. And that's the thing I hate, when you guys give all these entertainers all of these titles and the king and the queen and the this and the that, because then that gets to these celebrities' heads and they run around thinking they can do any and everything and we're supposed to kiss their ass. That's why Nicki Minaj been losing her mind all freaking week. But anyway, as far as the award show, because I'm not about to review the crap because it was dry. Like, it was another nursing home special, right? Nursing home as hell. There were a few performances I thought that were okay. Nicki Minaj actually had a good performance because I was like, okay, I wasn't ready for it. Nicki had been off the deep end. I was actually about to do a video about her yesterday, but I changed my mind. She had been off the deep end all week, but the performance I thought was actually decent. She had good energy. I liked, what's the song? Barbie Dreams? That's the name of the song? That was a cool performance. Good energy, good visuals, all that great stuff. Travis Scott's performance was interesting. I liked the visual. I didn't know what I was witnessing, but I liked it. It was cool. He's on tour right now, so maybe I'll check him out. Ariana Grande had great visuals, great vocals. The song is cool. The imaging, I'm sure the FCC is getting a bunch of calls tomorrow from a bunch of pissed off parents. And that's that. And of course, I think J-Lo had a great performance. Her energy was really good for what it was. I said, okay, J-Lo, I still think, like I said a few videos before, that y'all need to finally stop ignoring Missy Elliott and give her award. But, J-Lo, cool. Good for her. I guess my highlight of the show, to be honest, it might have been Cardi B's speech. I just was like, okay, Cardi, I see what you did there. Clever. Let's see how this pans out. But I don't know, man. MTV, y'all are trash. Y'all are such trash for that, man. The disappointment. Aretha Franklin. I'm glad she wasn't alive to see that mess. By the way, I just think there's so many people that you could have had do that speech. Somebody who was closer to, Aretha's peer. And I know people keep trying to say, well, it's MTV. They're trying to market it to the kids. But I think that's BS. Because when I was a kid, MTV was still introducing, us kids to artists who had been out in the 60s and the 70s or before we were born. They were still introducing us to acts who were well into their 40s and 50s. And it was kind of just like one big camaraderie, and it was more of a celebration of music. And so the problem that I think MTV has right now is they're putting all their focus on what the 17 and 16 and 15 year olds are into. And I'm like, they're not the only demographic that listens to music. That's why your viewership is down, because you're focusing on them. And to be honest, they don't even be liking half the stuff y'all put out. It's funny because I work with kids, and literally after all of these award shows, they be like, Mr. Michael, this one wasn't good. I didn't like that person either. I'm like, okay, well, I guess it's just not me. Like, y'all, what y'all doing? Like, goodness, just go back to the drawing board. Like, just cancel the VMAs for like 2-3 years. Y'all had Madonna, of all people, doing Aretha Franklin tribute. Y'all do me a favor. If I ever get famous for any reason, and I unexpectedly kick the bucket, do not have Paris Denard speak on my behalf about anything ever. Don't have him at my don't have that man say a word about me, or Ben Carson. I don't want either of them two at my stuff. Don't have them speak on my behalf. Please don't. Otherwise, I will come back from the dead. Oh, goodness. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on the VMAs. I have nothing else to say. I didn't even want to review it. That's the message. Woo! MTV. I only watch MTV like once a year anyway. I literally only watch it for the VMAs. And so, Aretha, we're sorry. Aretha, I'm so sorry that had to be your tribute. But, fortunately, there are other award shows that will come and take this on. Because MTV, y'all dropped the ball. Y'all had one job. Literally one job. And the expectation was not high. Nobody had expectations. All y'all literally had to do was have that little video montage play, somebody say some nice words, and y'all go to the next set. But no, y'all brought that nonsense out. Like with Madonna's speech, I'm telling you, if that picture of Aretha was not behind Madonna, we would have never known it was about Aretha. Anyway, woo, I'm out.